riding in the coupe. That's what winners do.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy BizMatik, and I'm back with another one. Thank you for sticking and rocking with me. This is part 3 of the series. But today, wait, before we even get into that, if you're new here, if this is your first video that you're watching, please go back and watch the first 2 so you know what's going on. And please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. That way we can stay in touch and you know every time I drop one of these. But today, man, we're talking about a legend, Mr. Instagram bully himself, the bully of the rap game, the king of New York. Well, for 2 albums, the king of New York for 2 albums. I got put into perspective. The king of New York for 2 albums, but still the king of New York, man. This man is a legend, 50 Cent. And today we're gonna rank all his albums. We're gonna rank all his albums from the worst to the best, and I'm gonna tell you my favorite tracks and a little few things about the album, shit that you might not know, but most likely you know because it's 50 Cent, one of the biggest rappers of all time. One of the biggest rapper of all times. Number 5 is Before I Self-Destruct. There's not much to say about this album besides it was fucking horrible. It's actually gross. It was a gross album, but I understand why, because at that time 50 Cent was going through troubles with his label. Just a lot was going on, and I felt like he just went to get that shit out of the way, so he threw that bullshit out. And I felt like 50 Cent wasn't really changing with the times too well. He wasn't really adapting with the times too well. But there was a good track from that. It's called Okay, You're Right. That was a dope track. I actually really love that song. Okay. That shit was fire. The video was fire. He had on that clown mask, and I think he went to rob a bank or something. Just that video, the whole concept, the whole, like, it was dope. Number 4 is Curtis. The singles from that album got so annoying. Yo, they was pushing. Interscope was pushing this album so hard, man. The singles from this album, you could not escape. You could not escape this shit. Shit like AO Technology, shit like I Get Money. You cannot escape. But Straight to the Bank was fire. But the other ones, they just beat that shit into your head. They made it think it's your idea that you like this shit. It wasn't. I used to hate I Get Money. Do you know how played out I Get Money got? And everyone was making a fucking remix? Man. But you gotta understand, at that time he was going against Kanye for the top spot. They both was releasing at the same time. To make a long story short, Kanye smoked them. And I think the name, let me drop a little gem on y'all. At that time, a little bit before that album, he was also beefing with Cameron, and that's where the name Curtis came from, because Curtis is his actual name, but Cameron made a song called Curtis. That shit was hilarious, and I think he just took that and he just said, okay, my name is Curtis, so what, nigga? I'm gonna name my album after it. I'm gonna drop mad fucking singles. They're gonna be heavily promoted. You're gonna see me all over the television, and Curtis gonna go like number 2, because it ain't go number 1. Number 3. Alright, number 3. This is after he left the label and all that. This came out completely independent. It's Animal Ambition. Now, I'm way more familiar with Curtis than I am with this album, because he released it on his own. Not too much of a heavy machine behind it, but his 50, of course, it got out there. I like this album better because it was more cohesive, and it just sounded better. It sounded like 50 was catching up to 50, and it sounded really, really good, and I really like that album. It's not an album I listen to a lot, but I could go back and listen to it and be like, yeah, this was dope. And it was independent at that time. He was trying to push Kid. He actually had a song on here with Kid. Yeah, Irregular featuring Kid. Whatever happened to Kid? Remember Kid? Dang, what happened to Kid, man? Kid, I almost said Kid was fire, but Kid was good, man. He was good. Number 2 is The Massacre. Yo, The Massacre sold 1.15 million the first week. Think about that shit. Dang, 50 was on fire. And I was so disappointed when I heard the album, though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's at the time, it was 50 against New York. He went at Jada. On Piggy Bank, he went at Jada. He went at Fat Joe, the Don. The Don? You went at Fat Joe? The Don? It was crazy. But he made sense though. He's like, yo, nigga, I'm trying to crush this nigga Ja Rule, and every time this nigga got a song, all you niggas helping this nigga out. So I understand it, but that was a bad move. I felt like after he declared war on everybody, shit started This album have massive hits, man, massive hits. Again, another album that you couldn't escape. The singles, Candy Shop, the cringiest. Yo, Candy Shop was so horrible, but you couldn't help but to sing it after a while. That's how much they hit you over the head with that shit over and over and over and over again. But he also had dope records in there. He had In My Hood in there. He had When the Guns Come Out in there. He had I'm Supposed to Die, Toy Soldier. The album was stacked, but at that time, I ain't gonna hold you, I was part of the Jada clan. I was D-Block. I was a full-fledged D-Block member in my head. I didn't give this album as much credit as I should have. This album was amazing, amazing. And it reminded me why I was a 50 Cent fan. But another thing I gotta say about this album, although now I could look back at it and thought it was amazing, when I first heard it, I was very underwhelmed. I was like, okay, this is not that good. It's not that good. And of course, we all know the #1 album from 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. We all know that shit. We all know that shit, man. Many Men, Bloodhound, Heat, 21 Questions, Patiently Waiting. This album is a classic. If there was a classic, it's this album. This album is amazing, and that's 50 Cent's Baby Jesus. But yeah, so let me know what y'all think about this ranking. I'm pretty sure it's accurate, cause I know my shit. I know what I'm talking about. But if you don't like it, let me know down below in the comment section. Give me a like or give me a dislike. Don't matter, just let me know you were here. And stay tuned. If you stay and you follow this series to the last episode, to the finale, I got a dope video concept for y'all, and it's gonna be dope. The finale is gonna be dope. I'm telling you, stay tuned, stay tuned. And if this is the first one you're watching, go back and watch the others. Catch up, man. It's your boy BizMatik, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, love you, I'm out.
Yeah, that's what winners do. Top down, riding in the coupe. That's what winners do. That's what winners do. That's what winners do. Yeah, gotta pack my shit, I gotta go.